Hey everybody, J.R. Fisher here. Welcome to Saturday morning. We've got another day on the face of the earth to make something happen. That's pretty cool stuff. Hey, we're gonna have a good session today. I'm gonna talk all about customer loyalty and actually how that can make up the majority of your business. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe if you would. Let me turn down the volume here on my iPad. Somehow that got up. Make sure you subscribe. There's a big red button down there. Click it, turn it gray, and then don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you are notified every single time I go live or I upload a video. Man, I feel good today. You guys feel good today? You know, you feeling good really is a mindset first. It's a mindset first. You know, if you get out of bed in the morning and you go, gee, how do I feel today? You're going to find all the aches and pains. But if you tell yourself you got out of bed and you feel great, then you're probably going to have a great day. It's probably going to be a pretty darn good day. So we're going to talk about customer loyalty today. I know you guys have been working super hard. So many of you guys have contacted me and let me know where you're at and what progress point you're at. And we've had conversations. And guys, if you're one of those people who hasn't contacted me, please do so. Send me an email to support or training. You put training at jrfisher.com. I'll be happy to help you out, do whatever I can for you, guide you in the right direction. That's what this channel is all about. It's about starting, running, and growing online businesses. My wife's going to be doing some filming today. She's a dog trainer. If you don't know, you can check out her channel. It's the Furry Family Coach, and that is on YouTube here. I think she has the channel is called the Pet Parent Reset, which really tells you how to train your animals and get really, really good results out of it. So you want to check her out. But anyhow, she's filming today. We have a couple actual people with their dogs. We're going to spend some time with them. Prior to that, we're going to run out to lunch. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to share this information with you. The information I'm going to give you in this video today can, quadruple your income. Now, let me explain to you why. We spend all of our time building these websites, these e-commerce websites or, service websites. And once we've done that, we use the best tools, the best colors. We try to get the most beautiful logo. We try to make sure it's all SEO'd properly and all that. And then we set up our site. And we tend to forget about one thing. And here's the one thing I want you to remember: customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is huge, guys. I'm going to give you a bunch of steps how you can grow your customer loyalty in just a second. But I want you to think about this. And I want you to kind of take some of this in. When people buy on your site, okay, when people are buying whatever they're buying from you on your site, 80% of your business is going to come from repeat customers. 80%, and soak that in, 80% of your business is going to come from repeat customers. What are you doing to get repeat customers? Here's an honest fact. When businesses were polled, thousands of them, 32% said they weren't even concerned about customer loyalty or working on that. Wow, that's amazing, right? They weren't even worried about it. They didn't care. So if you could just tweak this one area, you can save yourself so much money in ads and looking for new products and marketing and social media and all these other things if you concentrate on customer loyalty. Now, I'm going to give you some steps you can apply today. I would suggest you jot them down somewhere. This video actually is going to be online, so you could go back and watch it and go through the steps again, which I really do recommend you doing. I think a lot of times, we do this stuff and we listen and we just forget. What's going on, Tyann? Yes, I know you're plucky chickadee. I know you are. I got you, man. I got you. Good to see you here. And post in there what's going on with your business too. She's doing a chat box business for, I believe it's elderly or living facilities. And put the details in there. People will at least you get some free press, right? That's what we want to do, is give you some free press. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of these things that we can do. So the first thing I'm going to tell you that's so super important, and I get so frustrated sometimes when I call. I had to call yesterday. I didn't call. I used a chat, and I used a chat for SiriusXM. And I was really frustrated because I was paying like $244 for one of my cars, and I think $189 for the other car a year for SiriusXM. And I went to their site and they have an introductory thing that's $5.99 for new people for their first year for a month. So what is that? $6 times 12 at $72. Okay. No, wait, 660. Yeah. $72. So $72 they're charging the new people, and charging me $244. And I thought that was terribly unfair. I don't think that's a way to get loyal customers. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you in the door, because year 2, then it goes up to like $18 a month, plus there's fees on top of that. So they got all these music fees, but they were charging me so much more than new customers. And I felt offended, because I've had, SiriusXM for 10 years, 11 years, maybe 12. I've had it a long time. You got to take care of your customers, guys. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking around for alternatives. I'm looking for different ways. I'm thinking, what channels do I listen to? Am I really going to pay them anymore? Because it upset me. And then the person that was on the other end of the line could barely understand English, and they wrote these incoherent sentences, and I got a bad customer loyalty experience. Don't do that. There are a few different skills that you need to nurture with any customer facing staff, including patience, empathy, clear communication, which they did not have, among others. Don't underestimate the power of a customer's interactions with your business. It's so important when they interact with you guys. Research has shown that little over half the customers say they aren't willing to do business with a merchant after just one bad experience. That's all it takes. One bad experience. That's all it takes, guys. You've got to take care of human beings. You've got to. We are so sensitive to how people treat us. And we also know people are willing to talk about their experiences online. And usually they only talk about them if they're bad. So if you're giving out bad experiences to your customer, it's going to cost you money. Let me get a little sip here. Hey, have you had a bad experience with customer service? Put it in the chat section. Let's air out some of that stuff there. Let's see here. I know you who I am, others don't. What? I know you, who others don't. I do chat box marketing for small businesses. Very cool. The elderly products will be doing an e-commerce store, I think. Awesome. And let me know if I can help you with that. One of my dementia clients spent the night here. My 5-year-old kiddo is loving it. That's very cool. And she helps out people. She's in a business where she not only can make some money, but she can help people. That's pretty cool. And I feel the same way with all of mine. Like right now, I'm helping you guys. I like that. I like to be able to help you. If you want more training, I do have courses that'll be in the description after this video, but I do these live trainings just to help you guys out. Number 2 thing you can do, offer personalized content and product recommendations. People love that. And if you don't believe it, think about Amazon. When you're going to buy something, they have all these suggested products down there. Personalized experiences show customers that your brand is relevant to their life and goals. So it makes sense that people pay attention to brands who seem to offer the best content and products for them. The study shows how customers reportedly are willing to pay a premium if they were offered personalized services, while more than half of the customers have admitted that they don't mind trading personal information like names and emails if it means receiving more personalized content. So you've got to personalize what you do. Offer product recommendations that are based on what you know the customers actually need. So let's say somebody, we sell beef, chicken, turkey, pork, and ground beef in some of our canned meats. If they bought everything but ground beef, we're probably going to send them some marketing on ground beef because we know they got everything else. We've tagged them. Offer these product recommendations. You can also use this information to send them free resources, content, such as blog posts or videos that show that you know what they're actually looking for. Number 3, provide exclusive perks like discounts and free shipping. We have moved almost exclusively to free shipping as long as they spend X number of dollars. People love free shipping, so that's what we're doing. Reward customers with exciting perks like discount codes or free shipping vouchers. This tactic also helps to encourage repeat purchases or to increase average order value of online shoppers. If they know they're going to save some money, if they get to a certain amount and they get free shipping, they're going to order more on your site, guys. You've got to offer this to them. Everybody's so afraid of discounting stuff. Go ahead and discount it, because when you discount it, they probably buy more. They're going to buy more often. They're going to tell people about you. Offer discounts. Give them a really good deal. Let me get a sip here. And those of you who are not using that chat box, I know who you are. You got to use that chat box. You got to say something. You got to get involved, guys. You really got to do that. The other thing you can do when we're talking about these discounts and all that, offer some subscription services where they pay X number of dollars a month and they constantly get something. Give them exclusive looks into your business. People love that. They love to see behind the scenes. I've done some videos of my studio here so you guys can see where I'm broadcasting out of. I built this house. in this studio here in this house. And we just moved into it 4, maybe 5 months ago. Kind of time's flying, but we just moved into it. We love it. I like to share it with you guys. People really enjoy knowing brands beyond the products or services they offer. They like to know who you are. You know, I think it's interesting. Elon Musk is one of the richest guys in the world, and he always shares his personal life and what he's doing and what he's selling his houses and where he's living. He lives in a mini home. He lives in a 200 square foot mini home. I don't know if you guys know that or not, here in Austin. He says that's all he really needs. Now he has a bigger home in California for his wife and kids, but you know, he doesn't need much. And I think that's really interesting. You know, and I think a lot of us, and I don't want to get off on a tangent, but I think a lot of us think the idea of getting a lot of money is to buy a lot of stuff. Or buy a huge house. And man, I've had a huge house. I had a house in Virginia that was 5,500 square feet. And I know that's small compared to some people, but it was big to me, 5,500 square feet. And it was a nightmare. There was so much to take care of. We had 6 bathrooms in that house and 6 bedrooms. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. So you don't always need all that. This is where a great content marketing strategy can come in. This is a way to give different value to your customers, including high-end educational posts or exclusive sneak peeks into the day-to-day operations of your business. People love to see that stuff. So that's number 4, give them exclusive looks into your business. Take a break here for a second. For shipping, how much testing went into packaging? P.S. Lunch looked great yesterday. Paul, I got to tell you, lunch yesterday was awesome. It was not cheap, okay? And I'm kind of funny. I like to spend maybe 10 or 12 bucks for lunch. I don't like to go over that. This was a lot more than that, okay? I went over my budget, but it was really good. The atmosphere was great. The place we went to yesterday, what was it, Paul? Can you put that in there? I can't remember the name of it. It was one word. It was one word. What was that place? Hang on. I gotta give them a little bit of credibility here because they were so good. Let me find it. What was the name of that place? Garbo's, Garbos in Austin, Texas. Garbo's. They're a seafood place and they are amazing. They're really good. For shipping, how much testing went into it? Went into the packaging. My packaging, Paul, is designed that you can't tell what's in the box. A lot of my customers years ago, like 10 years ago, would tell me, I don't want anything printed on the outside label that refers back to your business. So it doesn't even say Survivalcave Food on it. It just has our warehouse shipping address and it's a plain brown box. They don't want anybody to know what they're getting. They don't want anybody to know that they have food storage. So our packaging is very plain like that, just so you know. Let's see. Doing free shipping for X amount or dollar purchase is a great idea. Bones Coffee does that. Yeah, no, it's very, very true. Tyann, it's very true. I want a 3-bedroom condo in Sanibel. Then get it. It's there. I know there's 3-bedroom condos there. You could get that, Paul. That's easy for you. That's no hill for a climber. You could do that. All right, next thing. Somebody just sent me a message here. Oh no, that's my wife in the cat room. We have a cat room. Number 5 is develop an irresistible customer loyalty program. Sometimes you can kickstart customer loyalty by having an incentivized customer loyalty program. We're starting one of those on Survivalcave Food, by the way. You can first encourage new customers to visit your store again, then give them an irresistible gift or perk that they can work towards. So they earn points. We're going to be doing that point system for our Magento site. For example, many brands will implement a point system in their e-commerce strategy. A customer earns points from every purchase in their account, which they can later use as credit for their next purchase or exclusive items from the brand. So it's really a cool way to do it. Now, next thing, number 6, set up a retargeting ad campaign. Guys, this made me so much money. 1 email and people don't buy. 2 emails, a little bit more buy, but when you send them 4 or 5 emails about the same thing, and then you say, hey, this special's ending, you can make a tremendous amount of money. If a customer was browsing your site and spending time looking at a few products, you can give them a gentle nudge on other platforms, including social media, okay? And so do retargeting ads. Sometimes users are simply unable to check out items from your store or were planning to go back later, but they just forgot, okay? This way of doing advertising online is also keeping up with the trend of personalizing content and campaigns because customers were already looking at these items. You know that they're signaled some sort of interest. So you want to retarget them. Where are we at on time? We doing okay? Oh my God, we're doing great. I'm talking too fast. At what point do you decide to add products to your line of products? You know, on my side, Paul, where it's jrfisher.com, I'm constantly adding products. I think I told you the other day, I'm working on a book now called Digital Course Designer. That is going to also be an offshoot of a course called Digital Course Designer. So I'm always looking for new products there. For Survival Food Company, we don't add products very often. We will be adding another freeze-dried line because we canceled one last year because of COVID. We sold out of everything, and we just decided to revamp the whole thing. So I'm going to be getting rid of that old one, which I already did actually, and starting a new one. So that'll be starting. It's not very often on one, and it's very often on the other. So it depends on really the business. Number 7 is also follow up with abandoned cart emails. Abandoned cart emails, they mean so much, guys. Current reports estimate that the average abandoned cart rate for e-commerce is 79%. 79%. Well, there can be several reasons why a user chooses to abandon a cart, from losing interest in your products or to simply forgetting to check out. It doesn't hurt to remind them of what they're about to purchase. We've had people contact us and say, hey, I bought from you a month ago, but I never got anything. And we would look up in our records and they never bought from us. And they were like, oh, I must have not hit the last button and finished the checkout. Oh my gosh, guys, how much business are you losing there just off those deals? And plus they got mad at us because we didn't ship them anything, but they didn't order anything, so we couldn't ship them anything. Let's see. Do you think having a group page has benefits of building brand loyalty, or is it more work than benefits return? When will book be done? When will book be done? You put me on a timetable here. I would say it's probably going to be under 2 months that'll be done. I know it's coming, but so is Christmas. Ha ha ha. Yes, it is. You know, I got to tell you, Facebook, I'm very disappointed in. And, you know, you're talking about group pages in Facebook. There is the share of the content on Facebook is almost zero now. You know, I could do a live video on Facebook a couple of years ago and get, you know, 1,000, 2,000 views on it. I do one now and I'm lucky to get 10 or 15 views on it. They aren't sharing unpaid content hardly at all anymore. They just aren't sharing it. And especially if that content that you are sharing tries to get them off Facebook and tries to get them to buy something. You know, it's near impossible to use Facebook for social media if you haven't already built a huge group. Building a group now on Facebook, very difficult to do. I spend most of my time on YouTube. I am broadcasting live on Facebook right now, but you watch, you know, come back to my videos and look at how many views a week from now that this video got and how many views the one on Facebook got. If you can even find the one on Facebook, that's the thing. You would have to go to my page. On YouTube, you know, it's pretty easy to find videos, but on Facebook, it's almost impossible. You know, if I did a video a year ago on Facebook, who's seeing that? Nobody's seen it. If I do a year ago on YouTube, they may still be suggesting it as videos to watch. Okay, they actually help you out. They drive traffic to your videos. Facebook doesn't do that. Let's see here. How many abandoned cart emails do you send as follow-up? Usually about 2 to 3. I know people that do 10, but it's usually about 2 to 3 is what we send, Paul. I use my personal Facebook page more for my business than my business page. Yeah, I know. It is kind of funny how that works. I think I tend to do that sometimes too. I mean, all my videos get posted on my business page, but they just don't get the views of something on my personal page. This is the way it is. Can you build a group on YouTube? Yeah, it's not really a group. So no, you can't really. I mean, you have subscribers, and in the subscribers, of course, if they turn on notifications, you know, when I do a new video, when I upload a video, they'll get a notification on it. But there's not like an interactive type group. You know, in Facebook, people can talk back and forth. The only way you guys can talk back and forth here is on the chat, which you're doing right now. And I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. If you aren't using this chat, guys, and you're watching it, I know there's a bunch of people watching right now. Please put something in that chat. Paul's so good about it. He's one of our super fans, I think, and he just does such a good job. So does Tyann, so does James. I mean, there's a bunch of people, but the point is, the only way you can really talk on YouTube is if you're putting a comment in there and somebody comments back and you comment. Now, this is the chat right now. Later on, you'll have the comments. Once this video is uploaded to YouTube and it's no longer live, below that, you'll have comments. Jump in the comments and you can meet and talk to the other people who are subscribers of this channel. But as far as a group, interactive group, it doesn't exist. What else we got here? I think I knocked out all those. So go ahead and put some more comments in there. I'll get back to those. All right. So we are now up to number 8 now. Offer multiple channels for communication. I think this is super important. I think it's also important for you to realize how they contacted you, but let me kind of tell you about it first. Giving customers different options to get in touch with your brand, you make it easier for them to send in comments, feedbacks, questions, whatever they have. Make it a point to be available via email, phone, social media, whatever it is. If your business has the resources, opt for doing a live chat as a customer service touch point. I think that's super important too. Remember, the easier you make it for customers to get in touch with you, the better brand experience they'll have. And when it comes to increasing your customer loyalty, you'll need to provide as many positive brand experiences as possible. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to build your brand. So it's super, super important to do that, guys. You've got to be in touch with these people. You've got to be aware. Now, in the beginning, just now, this number 8, it is number 8, and yep, offer multiple channels of communication. I said that you want to be aware of how they contacted you. So I see businesses do this where somebody will send them an email and have a question about whatever, and they look up the customer and then they call them. It's the wrong thing to do. If they wanted to talk to you on the phone, they would have called you on the phone. If they email you, make sure you email them back. And the same thing is true if they call your business and ask you a question and say, this is my phone number, call me back. Don't look up their customer file and send them an email. That's not how they chose to contact you. You want to contact them back the same way that they contacted you. If you do it differently, it's almost disrespectful. It's like saying, I don't care how you contacted me, this is what we do. And some of you out there may be saying, well, we always use email or we always just call customers. Maybe they don't want you to, okay? And the only way to know is, how did they contact you first? How did they contact you first? So we have all those things available. We have phone numbers. We have our address there. You can look us up. You know, we actually exist. And that's another thing I'll give you as a bonus. Make sure you have all your contact information on all your literature. Because if you don't, they're going to raise an eyebrow. They're going to go, who is this company? What's going on with this company? I can't seem to find any information on them. So you want to make sure you have that. You do need a phone number. Hey, if you don't want to get a phone number and spend all that money, you can get a Google phone number. I think it's called Google Voice, I think it is. Absolutely free. You can get a phone number with voicemail and everything. But I'm pretty sure it's Google Voice. Let's see. Tyann is saying, Paul, can you direct them to your website in your description or drop down thing on your video? They can subscribe from there. That's a great idea. And you know what I do also, Tyann, is in the description area of my videos on YouTube, I have ways for you to opt in. I have downloads there. And every time you get a download from us, if you enter your email, you're on our list. Okay. You automatically go on our list. So it's really important to remember doing that. Marketing and sales really is a never ending thing for business owners. It's not going to stop, guys. It's not like you're going to set up everything and then go live in the Caribbean. It's not going to be that way. Okay. If somebody's telling you that they've got a program where they're going to set up everything for you and you don't have to do hardly any work, don't believe them. It's just not true. It does help if you can keep your customers loyal and purchasing from you for a long time. I have customers that have been buying from me for 12 years since when I started. And I'm talking my courses, not my courses really for 12 years, because I really started that in 2015. But since 2015, I've had people buying from there. But my survival food, you know, when I started in 2009, I still have some of the same customers buying from us. I think that's pretty cool because we treat them right, man. There's no hassle in dealing with us. If you're not happy with something, we're giving you money back. We're going to take care of you. Use the strategies I've talked about today in your marketing efforts, especially the social media campaigns, the outreach marketing campaigns to help keep you nurture and equip the customers to be lifelong fans of your brand. Let me remind you, 80% of your revenue is going to come from 20% of your customers who are repeat buyers. Repeat buyers, guys. That's what you want, repeat buyers. It's so expensive to go out and buy a new customer, to market and to nurture them and do all this stuff to get them to buy, when in fact you already have buyers, or some of you do. Nurture these people you have, right? Offer them new products, offer them new services, offer them stuff that you have so that you can get more business. That's the thing to do. Okay. And if you have any more questions, please pop pop them into that chat section there. We're nearing our end, and you won't get a chance to ask a question live. You'll always get a chance to ask one in the comment section, but you won't get a chance to ask live unless you do it right now. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, I want to admonish you. No, I'm just kidding. But I do want you to subscribe. So do me a favor, hit that subscription button down there. If it's red, it's friggin' warning you. Okay, hit that subscription button. Turn it from red to gray. Don't forget bell notifications. Love my bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live, or if I upload a video. Now, currently I'm uploading 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going live a few days a week. I don't have that down as far as a set pattern now. I'm going to be try to be live again Monday morning. I've got a couple appointments next week I got to keep, but I think I'll be able to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, which are going to be 4 days next week. Understand, guys, this is a lot of work. Putting together the information, organizing it, setting up emails for you guys, doing a thumbnail, scheduling it on Facebook, scheduling it on YouTube. And I got to do that every single time I go live. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying why I don't maybe go live as much. Now, I could just hit a button and go live, but you guys would know about it. You would know what the subject is. It wouldn't be organized. I don't like doing that. Some people do that. I don't like doing that. I'm also going to be doing a tour of our new house. My wife's getting it all decorated. If that's of interest to you, I can also send you an email when that video goes up and say, hey, tour of the new house. We don't have 2 of the rooms furnished yet. We're working on furnishing those 2 rooms, but we've got our room, our family room, my office. We've got the ensuite done now. Both the bathrooms are done. What else have we got done? We don't have the dining room done yet, but we're working on that. I got my wife's office all set up. It's been very difficult for this. We got rid of a lot of furniture and our stuff in our other house in San Diego. And we've been there for 7 or 8 years. And since we didn't have the furniture and all that, we're into the 6 figures in furnishing this house right now, and we're not done. And we're not buying, like stupid, crazy expensive stuff. But I mean, some of it is, we bought a custom table that's made of, I want to show it to you, mango wood, and it was built in India. And then we have another, the chairs on the table that go to the table. They don't match. They were built in Indonesia, and I forgot the wood on those. My wife knows all this stuff. And that was $4,000. That was a lot of money, but it looks nice. And I want to share it with you guys. Let's see here. What are your next batches of videos on? I will work on that this weekend. Now, as far as the videos that are going to be going up online, I can tell you those. Let me pull that up 1 second here. Okay. So the ones I just did that are not online yet are 10 awesome side hustles to make an extra $1,000 a month. The next one is 10-step formula to achieve financial freedom, especially if you have debt. The next one is 9 best motivational podcasts that will unleash your greatness. Those are really good, guys, because I list all the podcasts and where you can get them. Next one is 30 best work from home jobs that don't charge a fee. Now, this is if you want to work for companies. That's a really good one. The next one is The Price is Right, 14 strategies for finding perfect price for your products. The next one is 13 super easy ways. I can't read that. Non-techie people can make money online from their couch, which is a pretty cool one. What else I got here? 11 online marketing newbie secrets that guarantee your success. I got a bunch of them. These are all ones I've already recorded and that are going to be going up on my channel. Most in-demand online marketing skills in 2022, top 5 list. And the next one here is 10 times your YouTube views using keyword secrets. And I've got a lot of them I've already done. And I've got 2 more I got to edit today. 3 on-page optimizations you can do to explode your traffic. And this one here may be up. I don't think so yet. The big 7 lies about web accessibility, what the real truth is. So those are some of the ones I got going up. I got 2 more that I'm going to edit today, and I'll get those up also. Let me see here. Yay, looking forward to it. Okay, cool. San Diego home is gone. Just so you know, Paul. Definitely interested in the tour in the kitchen, future set for cooking show. Man, you're pressuring me on that, but I'm going to get it done. There's so much, guys. You know, this video I'm doing here, or the ones I record, takes a lot of organization. But when doing the cooking videos, all of the research I've done is I need about 3 camera angles. I need to set up the recipes. I need to give you guys the recipes. They've got to be edited. They're a whole nother animal. So that's why I don't want to do it halfway. I don't want to do little crappy ones where it's hard to see and all that. I want to do really good videos for you guys. So that's why that's taking a little bit more time. I'm spending also a lot of time on researching what recipes people really want, what you want to learn about. And that channel, just so you know, guys, is called Restaurant Quality Recipes. And I already have the channel. It's already pretty much designed. But what I'm showing you on this channel is how to do recipes that are as good, if not much better, than what you're going to get in a restaurant. I can't count how many times we did it the other day. We did it day before yesterday. We went out to a restaurant and it was supposed to be a great Italian restaurant. It's been there since 2008 and the food was terrible. The food was just terrible. I got chicken Parmesan, which was supposed to be one of their best things. Part of the chicken was real thick like this, part was real thin, which meant when they fried it, it burned on one end. It wasn't cooked that well on the other. And I see stuff like that and I'm like, man, people need to know how to cook. So this channel is going to be designed all around restaurant quality recipes. That's what it's all about. So if you want to have a great meal at home and it costs you about, you know, a quarter of what it would cost if you go to a restaurant, that's going to be the channel for you. And that's really the crux of it, Paul. I never really discussed that with you, but that's really what I'm targeting: restaurant quality recipes. I used to be fire marshal for a big expo center in Chicago. Love seeing new products and meeting entrepreneurs. That is cool. When you go to those expos, those big things, I've got more lined up that I'm doing. I may be going to Dubai soon. There's a meeting in Dubai in the end of February that goes into March that I'm interested in. Do you go to any expos to check out new products to market? My arena is very small as far as survival food, Paul. There's only certain ones, so I don't do expos for that. There's only a few manufacturers in the country, including us. So there's not really an expo for that. As far as my other products on the side of jrfisher.com, I do look at other people's products. I look at what's out there, but what I really do in that company, as far as products, I develop my own products, my own books, my own courses, that type of thing. So what I do is I do research as to what people want to learn, and then I'll do a course around that. And one of the biggest things I've seen since, you know, the illness that hit the world is that people got really interested in online courses, but more so than that, people want to know how to create online courses because they know they'll sell now. So that's why Digital Course Designer, my next one, is coming out, my book and everything on that. So yeah, looking forward to it. Expos, definitely interested. All right, I think I hit them all. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. It's been awesome. As always, I always like, I got to get all this stuff together. I got to do this thing. But once I get in here, I love you guys. I love you to death. It's so awesome talking to you. It's so awesome being able to share this information with you. It's awesome watching you grow your business. You know, some of you guys have been with me for years and years. I've watched you grow. I've watched you make a lot of money. And it makes me feel good that I can be part of that. So anytime you have questions, please hit me with those questions. Let me know how I can help you. I really do want to do that. Restaurant work was hardest work I ever did. Definitely glad I tested jobs before I jumped in. By the way, Webinar Summit in Austin, Texas is coming up, and it looks good. I don't even know if I know about that, Paul. Why don't you send me a link to that? I'll have to check that out. Webinar Summit, huh? I'm sure it's a big thing now because everybody's doing webinars, right? Everybody's doing them, but it's hard to get people on webinars. It really, really is. It seems easy, but it's not. It's really hard to get people to show up because there's so much out there. So you got to offer some really good content. Have a blessed weekend, gang. Thank you so much, Paul. Guys, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate your contributions. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. Don't forget to comment below. Give me a thumbs up, everybody. Before you leave, please give me a thumbs up. That matters so much, and your comments matter so much. So, you know, put stuff in the chat. I got one of your comments that was blocked here. Who got blocked? Oh, that was Paul. Okay, that was some reason they blocked it on YouTube. I don't know why they do that stuff, but anyhow, you just saw it up on the screen there because I just popped it up on the screen. Tom Beal and others, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Tom. Know all those guys. Yeah, we met all those people up on that marketers cruise, and I'm signed up for the next marketer cruise, which is I think January or February of 2023. I've already signed up for that. I was talking to Captain Lou the other day, who's a friend, a great guy. All right, Plucky Chickadee Tyann, you have a good day too. Love you guys. Talk to you later.